Hello, it is SeahawksFan with another Go Battle League video. Today we got the Astonish Decidueye. We're going to be using it in Ultra League, and it's a pretty decent Pokemon. Hopefully you play the community day, and if not, you will get a chance to get Frenzy Plant on Decidueye back in December 2024. All of the year's community days Pokemon are going to be available over a weekend, and we'll be able to get the new move. Get the move from the calm days. And the double fairy backline to pair with the Decidueye. And that was a pretty awesome Moonblast one-shot on the Guzzlord. Double week 2 fairy type moves, and yeah, ended a pretty significant move. Heavy hitting move, and you can also run a grass fast move leafage. I think this is one of the option, but that's what I've used. And that's Moonblast to Poliwrath. And this team is very anti-Poliwrath, which is something that is handy in Ultra League. I do thankfully have the shield, otherwise losing move priority would be devastating. Although I may have survived a Seed Bomb. Not the tankiest, but unfortunately they decided to stay in and see if it was a grass fast move, and found out it's not. So they're happy to stay in, but I can still threaten a knockout with Frenzy Plant. Spirit Shackle is not a move you need an elite TM for. You can just use a regular charge TM. They do get the Sludge Wave on me, which is well played by them. I have used plenty of Sludge Wave Swampets before, mainly in Great League, but we got this Cresselia. It's almost down. We just need to land another move, and I do want to have at least a bit of energy for the next matchup. But they're going to swap into Swampert, and I throw the close combat, hoping for a KO. I am just shy of it. Not going to shield up the red health. Xerneas. Cresselia is back, and they have a Grass Knot loaded, as expected. Gonna bring in the Astonish user, able to get the knockout. Can Tapu Fini survive? A big Leaf Blade, it can survive one. But I do reach the Moonblast in time. Otherwise, that would have been a loss. Close battle. Now we got Aurorus. Gonna be bringing in Xerneas, and they have a Cobalion to counter me with. Not a great matchup for them, but able to land the Moonblast, get them down to half health. And they do try to bait me with the Sacred Sword, but they fail because I saw the future. They land the Stone Edge, and I survive, and I do get a shield at least. But here, I can just let them land a Sacred Sword. It is Stone Edge. More damage than I would have liked, but with this energy, I can comfortably get to 2 Frenzy Plants, or they just let the first one go, so I can just catch the Weather Ball on my Tapu Fini, and I need this shield advantage to be in an okay position. They're not going to be able to farm me down with the fast move, so I just wanted to see how much damage it would do. It's been a while since I've taken a Grass Knot on my Tapu Fini, but I knew I would get kind of wrecked. And considering I have a Goes Fast move, I'm just like, let's stay in with bringing Decidueye. And of course there is still a Aurorus, so is a couple charge moves going to be enough to take out the Cresselia? It is going to be enough. Just about. and a bit of a close call. But a win's a win. And this is a battle where I get entirely walled, but actually is still a close battle. Poison Fang guaranteed debuff is a big problem. And Poison Jab is such a powerful, fast move. Are we going to be able to water gun down this poison type in time? Gonna have to shield. Poison Fang, I really want to get to a surf, but I do get to a surf, and I should have thrown it sooner, but let's see how this battle turns up. We got Alolan Sandslash versus Xerneas. We can survive a hit comfortably. And if it's a double steal backline, I'm saved. I get the one shot. But it's a Meganium. It's a Meganium. Now, had I been able to reach that Moonblast, maybe I would have. But Meganium, dang nabbit, Meganium, it's a problem. It's just too bulky for me. Now we have a Clefable lead. Much better lead than the ice type. Going to be able to survive the Meteor Mash, and they do have a fire type to come into. A Typhlosion. Regular non-Hisui Typhlosion. Blanking on the name of generation. Johto. Regular Johtoian Typhlosion, and well, they conceded the match. Now we have a Verizon. Verizon Wireless has met its match. Astonish will do a hefty amount of damage, but nope, that's not what was thrown. And we can Spirit Shackle the Talonflame before we bring in the Tapu Fini. Not knowing that they do have the Verizon, I'm gonna just no shield, and they do land a Brave Bird, but that allows me to get a water gun form down without taking another move. Moonblast does go shielded, and I'm going to be able to chip away with a Surf. If they were paying attention, they would know it's a Surf, which, wise. And now, because I do not want to take the damage into Decidueye, I bring in my second fairy. They know the whole team. Do they have hope? They're getting to a third Leaf Blade. Respect to them. And it's a Tyranitar, I think. Yeah. But I have a Frenzy Plant loaded. Kaboom to the Shattered Tyranitar. Let's go. And I can Astonish down for the win. We got the Giratina. Able to do some super effective damage, but they're too bulky. And with the double fairy backline, I'm going to be catching a Dragon Claw. On the Xerneas, now we have a Venusaur. This thing is a problem. I'm so happy to not have brought in Tapu Fini, otherwise this would have been game at this point, probably. Although I do sack the Xerneas. Going to be shielding a Sludge Bomb. Is Spirit Jackal going to take out from this range? It is. And we're going to see the Giratina back. And the Giratina is going to be meeting a Tapu Fini agent, but just not yet. Going to no-shield Dragon Claw. Going to put a lot of hope in this game in Tapu Fini's hands. Able to land the next Spirit Shackle. And let's see, Ancient Power no boost, thankfully. And a Cobalion. Would have loved to be landing a close combat on this thing, but alas, it's not. We have lots of energy, able to get a shield with Surf. Now I need to get a knockout with Moonblast. Kaboom! Yes. And I'm able to chip them away with the Decidueye, shield up the Dragon Claw, and Water Gun for that last sliver of health. We meet a Tapu Fini, which is actually a fantastic, pretty fantastic lead. I know that's only a surf, too fast for anything else, and I'm in a good position, able to bring in my own Tapu Fini, catch that Night Slash, able to be totally resisted move. I take very little from it, and thankfully no attack boost for them, otherwise they would definitely be able to force a shield. And they do shield because they're going to get to a third move. And I do not throw in time to potentially get a shield before. But yeah, a shield apiece. I have tons of energy. I have a Moonblast ready now. And it goes into their Tapu Fini. Let's go. Now I'm going to bring in my Decidueye. And it's a Registeel. Okay. Interesting position. We have a shield apiece. They're going to Zap Cannon. And I avoided the attack debuff. I'm going to throw it back to back. Close combats. Second one does not land. Now because I know the... Actually, yeah, I just decided to bring in and trust the Astonish Decidueye. This is why you won Astonish. But actually, I just had enough energy after getting rid of the shield. And I lowered them enough with the close combats. We have a Haxorus. It is I think it's a Dragon Tail. That seems too much damage for a counter. But they bring in their own fairy. And Sylveon. Charm is doing a lot. I'm going to go for the close combat. I doubt I would get a knockout, but I do get a shield, which is vital. Going to bring in my second fairy to absorb the energy more comfortably and get the water gun down. Waterfall would be wild. Interestingly enough, they bring in Haxorus, so they do not want to see this Tapu Fini. And they bring in a Poliwrath. No wonder the backline was so weak to my double fairies. Gonna shield up the Icy Wind. That would have been a knockout. I have a Frenzy Plant ready, but I'm gonna throw the Spirit Shackle because why not? I don't think the Frenzy Plant would have been enough for a knockout either way. But another move just to secure that victory. Now we have Galarian Slow King. Gonna be able to land get a shield. I'm able to get a shield with pretty good, super effective Spirit Shackle. Are they going to be shielding the second move or sacking the Slow King? They sack it. Nice. I should have just taken a Spirit Shackle for the Lone Sand Slash, but they swap into Giratina, which, knowing my backline, I am so happy. Moonblast gets them down to red, and now it's time to get some energy on the Tapu Fini because Surf is going to be doing some big damage. It is a Shadow Claw, Lone Sand Slash. If it was Powder Snow, it would be perfect. Able to resist the fast move, but it is doing neutral damage. Pretty significant damage as it's a pretty powerful fast move. I have another Surf loaded in time. And, with my shield, easy win from that point on. Now we got a Venusaur. This is a real good time to have Astonish. Going to be able to reach a Spirit Shackle before the Sludge Bomb. So now that I have two Spirit Shackles loaded, I'm going to throw them back to back. Then they're going to have another Sludge Bomb. But I don't throw it back-to-back. So, second time, I do need to throw it back-to-back. Otherwise, I will get taken out by the Sludge Bomb. Or do I survive a Sludge Bomb? Do I survive a Sludge Bomb? Being a ghost type, being tanky enough somehow? I do actually survive, which was a big surprise. I do reach a Frenzy Plant for the Ampharos, which is massive. I just bring in Xerneas right away. Tapu Fini would be awful, a nightmare matchup, but thankfully they did swap themselves into this electric type. I really wanted to just get a Geomancy down, but I wasn't risking it. And they do have a Greninja, and it's so weak. So weak defensively. So close combat, so one shot. A no-co. We got an interesting lead up against Celesteela. It is thankfully Smackdown fast move. I imagine they have Air Slash. I have not used it. It is a regional Ultra Beast. So it's not something I've done in-person raids for it all. And I've only done a couple remotes. Gonna catch the heavy hitting Electric Technoblast on my water Tapu Fini. Bit of a mistake. I should have just shielded up the move, but back to the Celesteela. Surf is able to get a shield. We're gonna bring back the Decidueye, throw the Spirit Shackle, get them to red. This is a tanky Pokemon. And I'm gonna put the trust in Xerneas to clean up the matchup. They have a Alakazam, which I do not recommend because it's a glass cannon. But to each your own. I hope this person has some good battles with Alakazam. I respect it, but not going to win this battle against me. Now we got an Ampharos lead. I'll take the Ampharos in the lead. And they're going to Brutal Swing, and I'm going to wish I shielded, but it's actually Thunder Punch. A resisted Thunder Punch is amazing. And another Spirit Shackle is on the way. And it's again knockout. And no wonder they sacked it. But let's catch the Ice Punch onto Tapu Fini. Big brain plays. And they have lost the Ampharos counter already. Actually, no, the Tapu Fini counter already. So, brilliant time to bring this thing in. Am I going to get the water gun down? I do. Let's see what's in the back. And that Greninja was no match for the 3 Pokemon I still had remaining. And one last battle to wrap up the video. A Venusaur matchup. Once again. And is this battle going to go the same as the first one? If so, I'll get a win. And actually, because I know the damage Sludge Bomb does, I definitely could have let that move go. I am going to survive. And it does more than the last. I think, yeah. It's Giratina in the back. That comes in. It's going to be me. Oh, no, it's Cobalion. Going to bring in the Xerneas, and they're going to bring in a Alolan Golem. Well, they're not going to appreciate the close combats. One's not enough for knockout. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And I do get another shield. Now, with this thing gone, Tapu Fini can easily come in and deal with the Cobalion. It's going to need a couple Stone Edges. And even then, I think it's going to need a Sacred Sword after that. Just barely, maybe. But Moonblast is ready to take them out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. It says to YouTube that you people enjoy watching these battles. And I appreciate it. Subscribe for more daily Go Battle League videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.